I'm Tanya from Club Business Services, where we help small business owners streamline their operations and make smarter financial decisions. Welcome to AI in Action. Each week, I'm breaking down practical AI tools and strategies you can actually use in your business, no tech degree required. This week, we're diving into fake or misleading news articles on social. You can never tell these days what's true, what's not true, what's been completely AI generated. Just as an example, there was a picture of a beagle that was AI generated, and it had 5 paws, 5 legs, 3 front legs, 2 back legs. So really interesting. But again, that's still where AI is. So if you see videos, how can you tell if they are true or real, or if they're fakes or not? So we're going to cover how you can do that. So for this one, I am going to use strictly Perplexity. The reason I'm going to do it, and I'll kind of show you, I'll hop into ChatGPT and show you what happens in there. But Perplexity is the research based. So because it is research based, that's exactly why I want to use that. Now, being Canadian, I do receive mostly Canadian news, Canadian posts, and this is a post that I'd received prior. Let me just pull this out here onto my screen. So this here is Carney's massive deal, Microsoft deal, and you read into it, stunning announcement, lots of stuff. First, when I look at this, I see these little icons here. Tells me that it's very likely AI created, first off. But we take a look through this, and it says that Microsoft has chosen Canada, not the US, committing 7.5 to build this out, digital sovereignty breakthrough, yay, Canada, type of thing. And so what I'm going to do is, before I actually think that it is accurate, I'm going to say, all right, this news, it's always one-sided. So what I've done is I've done a screenshot. I use Snagit here. And so I've got a screenshot and I've pulled that in here. And then I'll just put, I found this on social media. Is it true? What's going to happen is Perplexity is then going to find, is it true or not? It's going to fact check all of this, show you the sources that it's getting. And it says here, surprise, surprise, it's a mix of real news and misleading framing. So Microsoft is investing that much into AI and a cloud infrastructure in Canada, but it's a corporate decision, not a personal deal secured by Carney, not described by credible sources as dramatic power shift away from the US. What is true, over the next 2 years, Microsoft is going to expand its data centers and AI infrastructure in Canada, mainly around its Azure regions in Toronto, Quebec City. Now, why would that be a good corporate decision? Well, if something happens, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So Canadians, we have a different privacy act than Americans have. So it makes sense. I mean that we have everything here. And that's something that's very particular. If our data is stored in the US, then we are open to the US privacy laws, which are much, much looser and leaner. So that's something, and this has been a concern, a decades old concern for Canadians, just simply because, again, our Privacy Act is much stricter. That you actually need a warrant to get the information. Whereas in the US, I do believe they changed everything after 9/11 with the data privacy to have some exceptions based on that. So that's something that might be concerning to people. And so there's that. Also, what if something happens to the infrastructure in the US and everything's in one office or one country? Now, again, that's going to impact everything. So it's a smart decision for them to spread it out over multiple companies. I'm not surprised if there's some out in, Europe and whatnot as well, that they're doing these and building these data centers as they're doing more and more AI. So do I think this has anything to do with the current economic trade war, we'll call it? Absolutely not. I think this is a business decision based around where AI is going. And if you see here, going back to 2023, in 2027, it said it's a broader part of a $19 billion investment plan in Canada. So this has been planned for a couple of years. What's misleading about it is, they're saying that Mark Carney did it. Hey, if it's been in plan since 2023, this predates Carney, and again, is a corporate versus a political decision. This has to do with the advancement of AI and the expansion of AI. There's a lot of this. So if you want to turn around and do that, this is the first thing that I always do. So this is something that you can use in your business or in your personal, but this, whether it's business or personal, this is going to assist you in being a trusted and ethical person out there on the web. So even if it's your personal, that's fine. It is still going to be, again, tie into that personal trust and your personal credibility or your business credibility. If I do see something out there on some of my other friends or colleagues' sites that is like, I don't think that's right, I'm going to pull it over and I'm going to check that. Let's just drop the same thing into ChatGPT. Oops, I can't copy that. I found this on social. Is it true? So I would not trust ChatGPT with this. It very well may come back with the same information, but Perplexity is more of a research base and gives the links. If we go back to Perplexity while that's looking, it says this was BN and Bloomberg. This was, two sources here, two sources there. So it gives the sources that it's got this information from, which is much more credible. If we pop over, here it is. Okay, ChatGPT still says it's not reliable. It's giving different sources, which is really interesting. So if you're going to do that, this is really interesting with that. It confirms the same thing. So you could do that, but I like to go to, again, both places. As, an accounting professional, I'm always checks and balances. So we've got that. And that's how you put AI to work in your business without the tech headaches. Small changes, big impact. If this will save you time or sparked an idea, give it a like, subscribe for weekly AI tips, and share this with another business owner who could use the help. Let's make running a business a little easier for everyone. You need bookkeeping, payroll, profit coaching, or business consulting support? Check out what we offer at cloudbusinessservices.ca or book a discovery call to see if we're the right fit. Until next time, keep moving forward, and remember, you don't have to figure it all out alone.